Hello, my name is Issei. I'm a Japanese clinical psychologist and the director of TCBT Counseling Office. I share information about the obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, from a Japanese cultural perspective. Today, I'd like to talk about OCD and the family. Many people who have OCD live with their family members. I often hear questions like, how should we support someone with OCD? How much should we help? So today, I'd like to talk about these questions. When we talk about OCD and the family, conversations often become one-sided. If we focus too much on the family's point of view, people with OCD may feel controlled or misunderstood. On the other hand, if we focus only on the person with OCD, family members may feel confused and ask, how far should we go to help? Because of this, there's not much information both people with OCD and their family can learn together. That's why today I'd like to talk about both sides. On this channel, I share the information about OCD and the ways to manage it. If you find this helpful, please check out my other videos. Subscribe and like and videos really helps. So let's talk about the OCD in the family. The most common question I get often from family is, how much should we accommodate OCD symptoms? From the person with the OCD, it is natural to want help. Living with a strong anxiety is extremely hard. At the same time, many people worry, if my family has too much, will my OCD get worse? Will my family becomes exhausted? Because of this, conflicts often happens. Many people with OCD think, I probably shouldn't involve my family too much. But in real life, they often feel they have no other choices. You may have heard the term family accommodation. This means family members change their behavior to reduce the anxiety caused by the OCD. This is common in the combination of cleaning OCD. For example, asking family members to wash their hands many times, asking them to shower again, asking them to leave clothes near the door. These requests are not made to control others. They're made to reduce overwhelm and anxiety. From the person's point of view, keeping things clean now feels like a matter of survival. When they notice something that feels dirty, their anxiety can become intense very quickly. Because feeling so painful, they may ask family members to help. Family accommodation can take many forms. For example, asking family members to check things again and again, repeatedly asking, are you sure it's okay? One important feature of OCD is behaviors like cleaning or checking usually become more detailed over time. What used to be clean is no longer enough. What used to be feel safe no longer feels safe. As a result, action takes longer, satisfaction becomes harder to reach. For families, this becomes extremely tiring. Another problem is that new worries appear very quickly. Thoughts like, wait, what about this too? Maybe this is dangerous as well. These thoughts happen almost instantly. Then the brain says, if this is risky, I should fix it. Over time, this becomes a habit, and OCD symptoms keep expanding. The same thing happened with the reassurance. At first, hearing it's okay is enough. Later, the person may want the right timing, right tone, the right facial expression. They may think, if they say it that way, then it's really true. This becomes very stressful for both sides. So what should be done? At the center of the OCD anxiety is usually strong belief. For example, this contamination will spread forever. My whole life will be ruined if I don't stop this. These thoughts may not be realistic, but they feel possible. Because they're terrifying, people engage in compulsive behaviors to calm their anxiety. Compulsive behavior and ritual can reduce the anxiety for a short time, but a sense of safety does not last. After cleaning or checking, new doubts quickly appear, such as, what if I missed something? What if my memory is wrong? Then stronger compulsive behaviors or rituals are needed, but it works temporarily. Ritual don't improve the OCD, helping with compulsive behaviors, and a ritual do not improve OCD as well. This is what research consistently shows. However, when someone has OCD, their anxiety can be overwhelming. This may feel desperate and unable to think calmly. In those moments, requests often become impulsive and emotional. Family members are also under stress. They may think, why am I suffering this much? I just want this situation to stop. As a result, they may help with compulsive behaviors or ritual, even when they know those may not be helpful in the long run. Here's a very important point. When OCD symptoms are active, people are in a highly emotional state. This does not mean they're weak or irrational. it means their brain is overwhelmed by anxiety. When anxiety is very strong, clear thinking becomes difficult for everyone involved. Both the person with the OCD and their family may end up focused on just one goal. Let's stop this situation right now. This makes long-term thinking very hard. Emotions, especially anxiety, can strongly affect how people think and act. Understanding this person is not their usual self right now is extremely important. The same is true for family members. When this cycle continues without awareness, months or even years can pass. By that time, reducing compulsive behaviors and ritual feel impossible. Saying no feels impossible. Families may feel trapped. Strong emotions narrow our perspective. Learning about OCD, getting professional support, and gaining the right knowledge are the key steps toward change. OCD deeply affects both individuals and the families. Strong emotional bonds can make accommodation stronger, which keeps the cycle going. So I would like to remember one thing: emotions are powerful, and the people are deeply influenced by them. I talk about this often in the counseling session. Thank you for watching this video. I will continue making content for both people with OCD and their families. If you found this helpful, please like the video or subscribe. If you have topics you'd like me to cover, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.